Good evening, families, friends, faculty, honored guests, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. Welcome to Avella Area High School's 100th commencement ceremony, a truly historic milestone in our school's story. Tonight we celebrate not only the accomplishments of this graduating class, but also a century of Avella pride, tradition, perseverance, and community. For 100 years, Avella students have walked across the stage carrying dreams for the future. And tonight, the class of 2026 proudly adds its name to that legacy. This class has helped shape the unforgettable chapter in our school's history. Through challenges, achievements, laughter, friendships, and memories that will last a lifetime. They have left their mark on Avella and on each other. As we gather this evening, we celebrate the hard work, resilience, and character that brought them to this moment. As we celebrate this ceremony, let us take a moment and pause and offer an invocation. Let us open our hearts in gratitude for the opportunities that education provides, the lessons learned inside and outside the classroom, and the friendships and memories that will remain long after tonight. For the parents, families, teachers, staff, and mentors whose encouragement, sacrifice, and guidance helped these graduates reach this important milestone. And for the determination, strength, and the spirit of the class of 2026, who soon become the 100th graduating class in the proud history of Avella Area High School. May this evening be filled with pride, joy, and reflection, and may these graduates move forward with confidence, kindness, and purpose, carrying the tradition of Avella with them while creating a future all their own. Amen. At this time, the class of 2026 salutatorian, Caitlin Bruce.
Good evening, everyone, faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. As I stand here before you, I realize that this moment means so much more than grades, rankings, or achievements. It is about every moment for the past 13 years, every memory, every person met along the way that have helped shape us into who we are today. As we celebrate this milestone together, we're not just reflecting on where we've been, we're looking ahead to where we're going. It is hard to believe that 13 years have passed since we first walked on these school grounds. Here we stand, where 99 classes before us have stood, and we are lucky enough to call ourselves 100. For 13 years of our lives, this is all we have known. So many memories have been built for all of us between both of the buildings that make up our school district. Recess on the playground, sports practices, 6th grade COVID, big exams, SATs, and finally, the one we are making right now, high school graduation. We have forged great friendships in such a small community, and I speak upon myself as well as my classmates in our gratitude for this. When I look around at my classmates that are sitting in the chairs beside me today, I think of the hard work that all of us have put in to make it here today. I think of the academic milestones, athletic victories, community service, the personal growth, and the resilience throughout the challenges we have faced. I would like to personally thank everyone who is attending this celebration today, from the bleachers to the chairs before you, for believing in us when we couldn't believe in ourselves. I would also like to remind my fellow classmates of just how much we have done to get here and how far we have come. Some of us may be feeling anxious for the next chapter of our life, excited for the future to come and ready to see what unfolds. I myself feel this way. Some of us, however, might be feeling fear or doubt, not sure who they are outside of high school, not sure just what their passion is. I personally would like to remind everyone that this is a day of celebration, not one of solemnity or fear. There is great pride in our achievements, and there is a place in the world for each and every one of us. No matter what our mind tells us, there will never be a replacement for who we are. This is our moment to be celebrated. At this time, Jeremiah McLean will read our class poem.
Rise, eagles, rise. You came up through these halls like eagles learning flight, small school, big hearts, burning with impossible light. You wore the blue and gold, with pride on every field, a band of brothers, sisters, nothing made you yield. Under Friday night lights, the eagles took the field, helmets catching starlight, hearts too proud to yield. Every block, every snap, every fourth and inches fight, you left it all out on the field beneath those autumn lights. The diamond saw your eagles swing, the bleachers heard the crack, runners rounding bases, never looking back. The basketball court shook with every layup, every play. You fought for every bucket, every single day. On the field, the court, the mat, you gave it everything you had. In wins, you found your glory, and in loss, you made it glad. Each sport, a teacher, each season, a new page. You learn that champions grow through more than just the final stage. In the classroom, too, you climbed through every problem, set, and test. Advanced placement, honors work, you always gave your best. Teachers walked beside you, pressed you harder than you thought you'd bear. Now you hold the knowledge earned, it's yours to take out there. Then came the sound of brass and woodwind, rising in the hall, the band in perfect step, the music answering the call. Each note rehearsed 100 times, each measure pressed to heart. You learn that discipline and beauty live inside the heart. And in the art room, color, line, and form took shape and breath. You rendered worlds from nothing, gave a canvas life form from death. Each brushstroke, sketch, and sculpture said, I have a voice, a view. The world is wider, richer, stranger, more alive for you. And Winterguard, oh Winterguard, you spun your flags like fire, silk arching through the gymnasium, precision rising higher. Rifle tosses, saber work, your body's poetry in motion. You turn the floor into an ocean, and the gym into devotion. You were a class that did it all, the stage, the page, the field. A small school with a giant soul that never once would yield. You prove that where you come from doesn't limit where you'll go. Avella planted roots in you, and now watch how you grow. So rise up, eagles, and spread those wings and soar. And at this time, the class of 2026 valedictorian, Camden Jeffers. Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the district and staff of Avella for letting me speak here today. You all mean the world to me, and I won't forget the support I've had during my time here. And welcome first-time visitors. Hopefully you found your way here. Now, growing up, I always loved talking to people who went to bigger, wealthier schools. If they'd even heard of Avella, and they hadn't, they could never grasp what it's like having a class this small, or living in a town this small. Although, I think most students from outside the district still think we drive to school on tractors, so it is what it is. But when I tell someone my graduating class has 33 students, there'd be the obvious look of shock on their face. But for me, and the rest of my classmates here, this is how it's always been. And I think most of us can agree we wouldn't have it any other way. There's something so endearing about walking down the hallway and knowing the name of every person you pass. And there's nowhere to hide. We all know everything about each other. This is a community, and each and every one of us have contributed something unique. We've brought each other together. Here, our size lets us have opportunities we never could have had anywhere else. Something special about our class is just the sheer participation in different activities. Whether it's sports, clubs, band, FFA, everybody found a place where they could fit in. Believe it or not, you don't have that everywhere. I still look back fondly on the ways I contributed to the Avella community myself. My greatest memory is from my sophomore year when our baseball team made a state playoff run. And I never came close to seeing the field, but I can't forget the brotherhood our little Avella community formed. What truly stands out, though, are the people who joined our community a little late, and the way we've embraced them and made Avella their home. You don't get that everywhere. We support each other. We always have. And I have no doubt that after graduation, this class is going to take a little bit of Avella with them into the world. Now, most importantly, I'd like to recognize a milestone that I'm sure means the world to so many of you in the stands. Our class, the class of 2026, is the 100th graduating class from Avella High School. To have that distinction is truly an honor and something we can all be proud of. And I think our class earned it. We battled through the COVID pandemic, which caused our junior high years to be a mismatch of one-way hallways, mask mandates, and unexpected months off. We fought through playoff victories and heartbreaking losses, A-plus tests and missing homework. But most of all, we survived high school. We did it. And as great of a time as I and the rest of my class has had here, we can't look back. And sure, this may be the last time we'll ever have Burger Wednesday. Is that really so bad? I'm gonna miss it here. It's the little things, the time spent doing absolutely nothing with my friends that made this all so memorable. The countless games of euchre and ping pong, the hours I spent in Miss Cooper's room skipping class, doing math homework. I love it here. And we won't forget this place. But now it's our turn to take on the world. We're the 100th class, and we're gonna make you all so proud. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent, Mr. Cyril Walther.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Good evening, families, faculty, school board members, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. 100 years ago, the first graduating class of Avella walked across the stage like this one and received their diplomas. 99 classes before you, 99 groups of nervous, hopeful, extraordinary young people who sat exactly where you're sitting tonight wondering what comes next. That's not a small thing. That's a legacy, and tonight you become part of it. The class of 2026 has chosen Vienna as their class song. Billy Joel wrote Vienna in 1977, and for nearly 50 years, it has quietly found its way to people at exactly the right moment. The song is about Billy Joel's father, who had fled Vienna before World War II and built a completely new life. Billy Joel went back to that city as a young man, impatient and restless, convinced he was falling behind, that everyone else had it figured out, that he needed to do more, be more, achieve more right now. And his father simply said, "Slow down, you crazy child." The chorus goes like this: slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time. And then the line I want you to carry with you tonight is Vienna waits for you. Now I know what tonight feels like. It feels like you were at the starting gate. It feels like everyone is watching to see how fast you run. College applications, gap years and trade programs, first jobs. The world has been asking you for a while now, what's your plan? What are you going to be? And those are fair questions, but tonight I want to offer you a different question. Who are you going to be? Not what, but who. Because here's what 100 years of graduates from Avella have quietly proven. The most important thing you will ever build is your character. The titles come and go. The resume lines blur together. But the person you choose to be in the small moments, in the hard moments, when no one is watching and nothing is on the line, that person lasts. Being a good human being is not a consolation prize for people who didn't achieve enough. It is the achievement. It is the hardest, most underrated, most consequential work any of us will ever do. It means showing up for your people, even when it's inconvenient. It means telling the truth, even when a comfortable lie is right in front of you. It means sitting with someone who is struggling and not trying to fix them, just being present for them. It means doing the right thing at school, at work, in your relationships. Not because someone will notice, but because you will notice. And you have to live with yourself. It means extending grace to people who are different from you, who believe differently than you, who are on a harder road than you can see. None of that is glamorous. None of it goes on a highlight reel. But every single person in this room tonight who has made a lasting difference in your life, every teacher, coach, parent, grandparent, friend, made that difference not through a single dramatic moment, but through 1,000 ordinary choices to show up with kindness and integrity. And here's the gift that Billy Joel was trying to give. You don't have to have it all figured out tonight. You're 17 or 18 years old. You are not supposed to be finished. You are supposed to be beginning. You're Vienna, whatever that means for you. Whatever your fullest, truest life looks like is not going anywhere. It will wait for you while you stumble. It will wait while you change your major and change it again. It will wait while you take the wrong job and learn from it. It will wait while you fall in love and have your heart broken and figure out who you are on the other side. What it will not do is appear all at once. It will be built slowly and imperfectly out of every day you choose to be curious, to be kind, to be honest, to be present. 100 years from now, someone will stand on a stage like this one and talk about the 200 graduating classes that came before them. And your class will be somewhere in that number. What will they say about the people who graduated in 2026? How many lives will be touched by the ripple effect of your journey? You don't get to know the answer tonight. That's the beautiful and maybe terrifying part. Your story is not yet written, but I will tell you this. From everyone who has sat in those chairs before you, and everyone who will sit in them after, the world does not need you to be perfect. It needs you to be good. It needs you to be present. It needs you to show up with your whole heart for the people and the work and the life that are yours. So to the class of 2026, congratulations. Not just on a diploma, though that is earned, and you should be proud. Congratulations on being part of something 100 years in the making. Congratulations on having people in this room who love you enough to show up tonight. And congratulations on being at the very beginning of the best and most important work of your lives. Take a breath. You're doing fine. Vienna waits for you. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
At this time, I would like to introduce our school board president, Mr. Emmanuel Paris.
Good evening to the faculty and families in the Avella Area School District Class of 2026. Welcome to the night you've been working toward. Tonight is not an ordinary graduation. Tonight, the Avella Area School District is celebrating its 100th graduating class. We would be remiss to not keep repeating that over and over. 100 years of young men and women sitting right where you are sitting, moving their tassels and walking up those doors into the world. 100 years of families filling these seats with pride. 100 years of teachers pouring themselves into the next generation. That is not a small thing, that is a legacy. And tonight, you are the latest chapter. And it connects to something about the ground you're standing on. Just a few miles from here is Metacross Rock Shelter. Scientists have found evidence of seeking shelter under that rock nearly 19,000 years ago. One of the oldest known sites of human habitation in North America. Long before any nation existed, people looked at this valley and made a choice. This is home. Centuries later, pioneers and frontier farmers made the same choice. Then came the railroad, and with it, immigrants from across Europe. People who crossed an ocean, went down into the coal mines, and built a community their grandchildren still call home. That is who Avella is. You come from people who made hard, brave choices. and build something lasting because of them. Now it's your turn. The choices ahead of you won't always be simple. College, career, trade, a path you haven't named yet, all of it's valid. But here's what I've learned. The choices that define you are rarely the big ones. They're the small ones. The choice to be honest when no one would know the difference, to include someone who feels left out, to do the hard thing when the easy thing is right there. Those choices made again and again are what build a character and a life. This district is fewer than 510 students. People sometimes see that as a limitation. I see something rare. In this building, every teacher knew your name. Every coach knew your story. You were not lost here, you were seen here. Carry that with you through your years and let it shape you how you treat others wherever you go. The students who come here year after year after you deserve the very best that we can give them, and we are committed to that every single day. That commitment isn't just words, it shows up in the decisions we make around the table. We have adopted the Success for All curriculum in our elementary school, a proven research-backed program focused on making sure every child learns to read, and we are working to expand it into our middle school. We just approved a water line project that will connect this building to public water for the very first time in its history. And because next year's kindergarten class is coming in strong, with large numbers that we haven't seen in some time, we are adding an additional kindergarten teacher to make sure those children get the attention and the start that they deserve. A growing kindergarten class, think about that for a minute. That is a community choosing its future and honoring the hundreds of years of graduates who came before them. To the families here tonight, thank you. The consistent choices we made to support these graduates are written all over this room. To our teachers and staff, you chose this work and these students. That matters more than you know. Class of 2026, 19,000 years ago, someone chose this valley. Pioneers chose it, immigrants chose it, your families chose to raise you here. And for 100 years, this school has chosen class after class to send its very best into the world. Today, that means you. Now you get to choose what comes next. Choose boldly, choose kindly, choose with the character of this community help building you. And know that no matter where life takes you, you will always be part of something here. Avella will always be proud to call you its own. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
We have reached the portion of this evening which the class of 2026 is most anticipating, the presentation of diplomas. Will the first row of seniors please rise? The first row of graduates represent seniors that have achieved academic excellence with a 3.6 cumulative GPA or higher. We congratulate them on this achievement. Camden Jacob Jeffers. Please note that along with his diploma, Mr. Jeffers is being presented with a plaque recognizing his position as valedictorian. Caitlin Grace Bruce. Please note that along with her diploma, Ms. Bruce is being presented with a plaque recognizing her position as salutatorian. Devlin Dan Dayak. Rebecca Jean Thorpe. Nathaniel David Celia. Braden Lee Davis. Noah Richard Kimberly. Kramer. Will the first row please sit and the second row please rise? Mark Anthony Atkins. Justice Barfield. Ryland Christopher Bell. Abigail Jean Ball. Alex John Brandenburg. Alessa Eileen Buzzard. Logan Carter. Katie Elizabeth Cass. Will the second row please sit and the third row please rise? Thomas Children. Cody Clegg. Melissa Jean Combs. Chance Jason Cooper. Edward Thomas Crego. Cody Kimber Day. Holden James Fisher. Richard Faisal Jr. Richard's diploma is being presented by Dave Neekum, a teacher in the district. Will the third row please sit and the final row please rise? Braden Richard Fuller. Camden Nash Gruber. Alexander Crocker. Blaine Austin Mace. Blaine's diploma is being presented by his grandmother, Kim Mace, a member of the school board. Benjamin Madowski. Jeremiah James McLean. Connor John Charles Ruffalo. Connor's diploma is being presented by his mother, Kara Ruffalo, an employee of the district. Rose Elaine Rush. Seniors, will you please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, it's my great honor to announce that these 33 seniors have successfully completed the requirements set forth by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, as well as the Avella Board of Education, to receive a high school diploma from the Avella Area School District. Will the students please move their tassels from right to left in recognition of moving from candidates to graduates. Will the audience please rise for the playing of the alma mater? Congratulating the graduates of the class of 2026.